Hi, this is the introduction on Comenji. Comenji is a new way to communicate. Comenji is a house with rooms and CG boxes. So you got a house with rooms and CG boxes inside the rooms. For your comments, when you set up, you see you're going to have a lot of comments, so you need boxes to sort them out from 1 to the infinite into A to Z. Your broadcast on the internet between CG houses goes according to emails, Google locations, and permissions, and this is where it gets very interesting. Okay, the Google locations, we're going to go into that. Now, Comenji web broadcast. As we said before, you got your house with rooms, and inside the rooms you got CG boxes. And then you set up boxes or rooms for your friends, for your family, for groups, and all of them are going to be set up with emails. Then you got another rooms that are a little bit different. They're called locations or my locations. Where you live right now, that's locations home or previous homes. Where you work right now, previous jobs too, why not? Where you go to school. And you can set up on locations, places where you go, like cable restaurant, a church, clubs, stadiums. I mean, any physical location you can put it in there, and they will explain how you're going to use that. Then you got optional rooms. Those are kind of like more files that you can put personalized. Well, you got this structure here. Then when you do a comment, which could be 3 lines, could be 3 pages with pictures and everything. They are sent from your house, right? From this structure, from your house, they're sent to places in the Google Maps. So where you set up that you live, well, if you do a Comenji, and then it's going to be broadcast around, you're going to be able to communicate with neighbors around. You set up the radius. Could be 100 meters around, could be 300 meters around, more. Well, that's okay. Same thing goes for jobs. Now you can just send something, you send a message, and if you ever wonder, about the neighbor where you work, or you're going to be able to communicate with the neighbors where you work. Say things in the building or the building next to yours. School, same thing, right? Let's say you went to school. You're not going to school right now, but you went to school, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. Well, you set it up. Now you got that common place with people in your past, right, in your memories. You're going to be able to communicate with them too, even if you don't have the Facebook, even if you don't have the emails. And for places, well, if you go to the church, if you go to a club, if you go to a pool, if you go to your favorite restaurants, you name it, those are additional places for you. Comments in your home are broadcast to your set Google Map locations according to permissions. Right? So it goes like that, comes out from your home, and goes to locations in the Google Maps, locations in the Google Maps and the jobs, locations in Google Maps and school, and your favorite places. You go to the beach once a month, or maybe more if that'll be very nice. If you can make it, you can get the time to do that. The comments go to your set Google Map location according to permissions. This is very important. You just right click on your rooms, on your cities, on your locations, and you decide where people is going to see your comments and who's going to see them. Who and where. They're just a right click. People with locations in common broadcast back to the box set up for each location in common. Let's say you set up jobs, maybe in the Google Maps. Well, in that location, people broadcasting back, the system will pick up those new comments and put it right in that job. Okay. Well, there's a public lobby where everything goes in before going into the archives. We'll discuss, we'll explain that a little bit. Okay, so Google applications and emails. That's a new way to communicate. Comenji web broadcast. When you do an incoming, we call it CG or Comenji. The CG messengers listen to your permissions and instructions, what we were mentioning just a second ago, to broadcast the CGs according to your locations, setups in Google Maps. Okay, so your files goes to these locations and then come right back. Right, for people with those places in common with you. The Comenji, you set up locations in Google Maps, meters radius around you. I'm mentioning that. You can choose 50, 100, 300 meters around in the map. We'll go into that when we go into setting up your account, right, for the first time. And Comenji is perfect to find things in common with people that already have places in common with you. We'll go into a little more detail on how to set up your Comenji page for the first time and start broadcasting, communicating in a new way. Alright. And thank you for listening.